Welcome to this solo episode of Mad About Money. This morning I'll talk about what happened on the markets overnight. We'll discuss the outlook for the local market today, and I'll touch on, I should say, the local earnings season. I'm Marty Switzer and I'm mad about money. We had a good night in the US with the Dow and S&P 500 up near record highs again. There was also a strong night in Europe. We had the DAX, the CAC, the IBEX, the FTSE all up, and that should look good for our market today. There were good movements in iron ore prices, oil and copper overnight, and that should mean that the futures are pointing towards a positive session. But the Aussie market is still sort of range bound between that sort of high 5,600 level, 5,800. We don't really want to bust through that right now at the moment, and the catalyst that everyone's waiting for is what's going to be happening in the upcoming earnings season. Well, the confession season so far hasn't been bad. We haven't had companies coming out on a large scale at all saying that things are not looking good. So hopefully we're going to see some more positive earnings momentum. The banks have been doing it tough, but improvements in iron ore prices should help some of the bigger players. And I think overall, the data for the Australian economy is looking reasonably positive. Jobs growth has been good. Inflation appears to be under control. Reserve Bank moving to what they consider, I guess, a more neutral stance to monetary policy. We still think that rates are on hold, for the foreseeable future, but a rate rise is maybe closer than we thought, and that's a good thing because the economy is actually doing well. So lots of things to look at the moment. There's an inflation number out today that the market pundits will be watching closely, and overall, until we can get this earnings season out of the way, this 5,000 sort of high 5,600, 5,800 band should continue, and hopefully we get earnings season sorted, and then the market can continue to move and sort of bust that 6,000 level and get back to its all-time high. Markets historically have always passed their all-time high. In Australia, we know our all-time high was sort of just below 7,000. We're still a fair way off there, where the rest of the world is up at all-time highs. So hopefully we can bust through, get back up through that 6,000 level on the back of a good earnings season. And if we can get some good news out of the US, President Trump can get the infrastructure and tax plans through. He can get some of his infrastructure spending happening. He still needs to sort out this deal with Obamacare, but if that can happen, then the next 12 months could look positive on the markets. But it feels like we're going to continue to grind higher. I'm Marty Switzer. Thanks for watching.